Hey folks, good afternoon and welcome to yet another session from Go for Stocks where we analyze what the market has been doing last week and what it can do next week. So, and for the first time, this is the face behind the voice of Go for Stocks. Hi, I'm Debankur Das, and till now I've been talking to you from the background uh, without showing my face. So decided to come in front of you for the first time and share with you an announcement which I want to make before actually I go into the charts as usual. So for the first time we are starting a trial period in one of our segments, the stock advisory segments. So we'll be starting a 15-day trial period uh, for our Momentumizer stocks. So this is the segment which has been doing great. We have had quite a few winners over the past few months, and we've shared a video as well on those winners, which is available in our YouTube channel. Um, so, so what you need to do? So during these 15 days, of course, you will be able to see all our open positions as well as any new positions which gets recommended during the 15 days. And of course, you'll be able to review all our closed positions um, over the last 3 or 4 months that we have been in, uh, been in the system. So hope that gets you excited. And to avail that, what you need to do is send an email at goforstocks.com. So just to yeah, so send an email to sales at goforstocks.com stating your interest. So I'm just going to share this particular screen with you so that you get the email right. So sales at goforstocks.com is the email that you need to send, that you send an email to stating that you want to avail the 15-day trial period, and we'll start your trial period once access has been granted to you. So that's all you need to do. And once the 15 days trial is over, you can decide whether you want to continue with us. And if that were to happen, then of course there will be a subscription charge as well. So with that announcement done, I'll now continue with my chart analysis of Nifty and see what Nifty has in store for the next week. So as you can see, this is the daily chart of Nifty. And as you can see, over the past 5 days, over the past week, Nifty has traded in a very narrow band of just 300 points. It faced resistance at around 19,860 odd levels, and it got support at 19,560 levels. So the good part is, if I go back into the weekly charts, it ended the week just above the the pivot. There's a pivot at 19,600 levels, weekly pivot. So it ended the week above the weekly pivot, so which is a good sign. So what did well and what did not do well over the past week? So um, metal stocks did well, reality stocks did exceptionally well, along with pharma and healthcare. These are the four indices which help the Nifty make some gains. But the major contributors of Nifty, like the Nifty IT, the Nifty Bank, now HDFC Bank is the single biggest contributor to the Nifty. It has the maximum weightage in the Nifty. So HDFC Bank as well as Reliance, they all ended in red for the week. So none of the major contributors to the Nifty aided the Nifty, and they were all down by 1% or so. and Nifty ended just about a 0.5% lower compared to its closing last week. So what do we? So what's so let's look at the options chart as well, options chain for the Nifty as well. And as you can see here, Um, see, the maximum open interest on the call side is currently at 19,800. So this level will continue to provide some resistance. And as you can see, 750 is the strike at which the maximum open interest on the call side got added. So the 750, 800, 850, this entire zone would act as a resistance going into next week. And on the put side, what we see is uh, the maximum open interest is currently at 19,600, which is where the weekly support is also placed at, weekly pivot support. So that coincides. So 600 and this 500 levels is also where we see significant open interest getting added. So 500 to 600 levels would possibly continue to provide support. And the thing that we can see here is that the unwinding that has happened at 19,800 level, the put unwinding. So this indicates that the put writers are not thinking that they would be able to defend this level. That is why they are uh, getting out of their positions. So um, so this 19,800 level might prove to be a somewhat bigger resistance than we might anticipate. So what are the levels to watch like for next week? Like it would be 550 on the downside, 19,550 on the downside. And if that level breaks, then of course we might see, if I go back to the daily charts, we might see levels of this 500, and then this is a support which is at 438, so 440 odd. So 440 odd levels is possibly where Nifty might see support if 550 breaks. And on the upside, of course, if we can go above this 19,850 odd levels, 19,870 odd levels, then of course we might see new highs and 20,000 levels getting tested. So this is the current scenario. We do not have any major triggers for next week. So the next major trigger I would consider is the RBI policy meet, which is again on the 10th of August. So that's the next to next week on expiry day, which is a Thursday. So yeah, so before that, I don't see. I mean, there are a lot many triggers which can make Nifty move one way or the other, one way until and unless something new comes up. So so expect some range bound movement to continue uh, between say 550 and 800, 750, 800. So this zone is possibly what I anticipate for next week. Uh, so moving on to the other indices. Uh, so moving on to the Nifty IT. So the Nifty IT for the fourth time, it got rejected from the upper, trading. This is the weekly chart of Nifty IT. As you can see, this is the box within which the Nifty IT has been trading in for over a year. And this is the fourth time it got rejected from these levels, which is 13,600 levels. Yeah, 13,650 odd levels. And now it is at support because of the congruence of the two moving averages. So let's see if it takes support here or if it breaks this and it goes further down. My Nasdaq yesterday on the US indices gave very good returns. So maybe if buoyed by Nasdaq, if the IT stocks also rebound, that's a possibility. Let's see if that were to happen. So if that were to happen, then definitely Nifty IT would lend some, uh, strength to the Nifty, would provide some impetus to the Nifty. Yeah, as you can see here, this is where the support is. So as long as this level holds, which is 28,950 odd level holds, uh, yeah, so you would expect that Nifty IT continue. I mean, it might make another attempt towards towards a breakout above these 31,600 odd levels, 500, 600 odd levels. So let's see if that were to happen. Moving on to the Nifty Bank. The Nifty Bank got, got some jitters this week because, the Axis results also did not, lend lend much of a support. Uh, so yeah, so it can come down towards these levels, which is 44,200 to 44,500 levels is where it might find support. And if it were to break above 46,400 levels, then of course a dash towards 47,350 odd is a possibility for a Nifty Bank. That's of course that's not going to happen very soon, but yeah, over the next few weeks, we can anticipate 47,350 odd levels, but I would anticipate Nifty Bank to move only after RBI, announces its policy decision on the 10th of August. Till that time, Nifty Bank would possibly remain range bound. Moving on to Reliance. Reliance again got rejected from its resistance at 2740 odd levels, and it's heading towards its support, which is at 2350, 2400 levels is where it has been finding, where it can find support. And yeah, the thing is, the major trigger in Reliance has got played out with the announcement of the demerger for Geo. So a lot of investors might sell Reliance because they might not see a lot of growth in its traditional businesses uh, going forward. But of course, Reliance Retail is still there. That demerger is yet to be announced. So till that time, there will still be some investors who will hold on. But yeah, for Reliance stock to outperform, um, the the traditional business has to start doing well. Uh, so let's see where the broader markets, how the broader markets are performing. The Nifty mid cap index is in a in an uptrend of its own. It's hitting new highs every week, and currently it is very close to its weekly pivot resistance, which is at 37,780 odd, which is still like 400 points away. Yeah, it's currently at 350. So, and that's at 780. So it's still more than 400 points away. So, but let's see whether it faces a resistance at this level, or it manages to cross this level with ease. We'll have to see. The earlier resistance got taken out with ease. There was no. 1 week it was undecisive here. Like you can see the doji at the resistance. So it was undecisive for a week, but then the next week it just went above it with aplomb. And yeah, since then, over the past 5 or 6 weeks, it has been making new highs. So small cap segment, the small cap stocks, they are also making new highs. Um, this is a daily chart, and if I go into the weekly chart, yep, uh, like for the past 5, 6 weeks, it's all green candles. So yeah, it's making newer highs every week. So no issues there as well. So the broader markets are continuing to outperform. Over the last week, there was outperformance in the power stocks, which rebounded massively. NTPC stocks like NTPC, which generally do not move a lot, they moved up by 6 or 7% over the last week. And other than power stocks, of course, there were a lot of action in the innerwear stocks, and like defense stocks has continued their outperformance. So yeah, these are the few names I can recall where outperformance was seen among the broader indices. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you about. Hopefully, it was a you like this session today, and if you are interested to grab our trial offer on the Momentumizers, please rush in your emails to sales@gopherstocks.com. And with that, I come to the end of this session. Thanks for your time and have a great weekend. Bye.